Ladies and gentlemen, I bring to you Heart of Irons 4. This is literally one of the most complex games I have ever seen. I am completely new to this game. I suck, but me, my father, and my uncle are gonna be playing a campaign together, or whatever you guys call these things. I am going to be taking Italy. My uncle, for some unknown reason, has chosen Norway. And my dad will be taking either Japan or Germany. And we're gonna see if we can conquer the world. If you guys see this, and you got any tips or tricks for any of us, please let us know, because we all suck really bad. We're gonna take Italy, and we're gonna see what we can do. We're gonna see if Italy, Norway, and either Germany or Japan can take over the world. The only problem being here is Norway is my family's homeland, but as you may guess, they let's just say they're not very good in this game. They have 4 to 12 units, 2 military factories, and 6 to 8 civilian factories. So they do have a lot of convoys, no manpower, and very few naval forces. So my uncle's looking at a tough time here, but I did sign a non-aggressive pact with them. And the issue is, if my dad does not take Germany, as we all know, Germany invades Denmark and then takes over Norway. They station a bunch of units in Norway, and then they run Norway for as long as they are in power. So, with us having that knowledge and historical gameplay or whatever it is being on, my uncle has one of two options. One, he can either flip his government from democratic to fascist, or my uncle just ends up joining the UK and, tries to fight Germany, which I think we all know what will happen if he chooses that. But Italy has not a bad starting spot. We've got 56 factories. We've got a lot of manpower. We've got some divisions. They're just pretty outdated, and our navy is meh. If we play this right, we can be a powerhouse. In my other playthroughs, this is something I've learned. I've tried to overstep. I've tried to play this like a game, when really, this is more like real life. I can't be overstepping my boundaries. Just in my last playthrough, I was able to discover the strength and also the organization, how big of a factor that plays. So I know I'm probably going to get roasted multiple times in the comments for anybody who sees this and actually plays this game. But everything plays a factor. It's just like real life. Like, you can see this rain falling right here. What do we got? Storm. As you can see, there's bad stuff that happens when there's actual weather like this. So alright, so the rest of this video is just going to be me setting up Italy for what I feel like will be world domination. This will be episode 1 of the series. I have no clue how many episodes are going to be in here, but as you can see, I've already selected my national focus. I have Italian highways, which will give us a bunch of infrastructures, and then open up these beautiful runways for me to develop everything in my country, get more factories, etc. Maybe should have done this one, but no need to second guess. We're gonna have to do them all at some point. If you guys have like good division templates for me to look at or use, please by all means send them to me or tell me what they are. So we're gonna set up Italy for what I feel like will be success. Oh, we also have, I chose these. These should be good ones. These should set me up. I got nothing to really worry about right now. There's nothing crazy I have to worry about, so I can focus on my industry. And then, we're sneaking a little army into there, so. This is pretty good. This is good setup. I don't mind this at all. And then also, guys, if you're watching this video and you have any clue what to do with Navy, please inform me, because I have no clue about the Navy. Air Force, I have a mild understanding, but I have no clue how to, like, be good Navy-wise. Light tanks, from my understanding, are completely shit. So there's almost no need for me to produce these, but I am going to trade for some rubber and tungsten. Free civilian factories. We're going to focus on building civilian factories for now. I've done a lot of military factories in the past, but if I can build civilian factories early in the game, then I should set myself up pretty nicely for late game. Now, neither my dad or my uncle are on right now, so I'm not gonna sim too far or use the time. I'm simply going to be setting Italy up. Right now, I am assigning the groups in Ethiopia the correct generals to give them the best chance of winning the fastest. I'm also repositioning my aircraft so I can get close air support to all of my troops fighting on both fronts. I hate the front line mechanic because then they spread out along this line and they kind of mess up your orders. I kind of like to just micromanage them. So right now I'm assigning my units in my army to a general so they can train and be the best that they can be. Let's start invading.
Pronto, signore.
Alright, so at this point we've already started invading Ethiopia. It's going pretty well. So right here I'm clicking by any means necessary. I'm gonna defeat the Ethiopians. And I'm also checking my production, and logistics, seeing what I need to produce. Should be back on track. These battles should all be fairly shortly. So as you might be able to see, we are making progress in both the north and the south, but we're primarily taking land in the south because the north has these mountains right here that my troops are struggling to get through, but we're taking bit by bit in the south, which is good. So right here we actually take a nice piece of land in the north, which it's defended by a river, and this is honestly just a crucial point for attacking. And here I'm just checking my close air support. I don't know how much help they're actually giving. We're already doing national focus. I said I wasn't gonna sim that far. Kind of just been roped into it now. Right here I'm picking out our next national focus. And as you can see, we're kind of still at a standstill in the north. We do end up punching through in the south right here, and we can get some more combat with. Only bad news is we attack across a river. We're making a little progress in the north, but it's super slow because of the mountains. But as you can see, we're still punching through in the south, taking more and more land. I'm right now thinking this should be over pretty fast. The reason I'm speeding this up is because I doubt you guys want to hear me mumble and think and do this slow motion. So I'm just giving these voiceovers, but as you can see, we're attacking from multiple angles in the south. In the north, we're still at a standstill and it's sucking really bad. I'm testing out, seeing what we can tack. We do punch through the north right here. We get that mountain, which is good. But my goal in the north is to encircle and get behind these guys. As you can see, I'm assigning my troops there. That's my goal. And I'm going to send it back to Jimmy in the present to give you a diagnosis of where we are. I really don't like how many troops they're having here. So they got 2 and then one guy's walking around. Thank you, Jimmy in the present, for that beautiful diagnosis. We're back to the action. As you can see, I'm working towards my plan in the north. I want that encirclement. I want to diminish their troops. And actually, we end up getting a little closer. We're getting our troops through. The only problem I'm worried with is how far I can stretch my troops. In the south, we're doing beautiful. But in the north, I feel like I'm stretching my troops a little too far. Now actually, we get a message here from the Sultan of Assa. And me being the greedy Italy I am, of course, I want that land. So I send an ultimatum. And I want to take it over, because that's mine. Back to super speed mode. In the north, you'll be able to see my plan taking progress. And as soon as we got Assa, I kind of knew that this war between Italy and Ethiopia was over, because now I could get to the mountains from both sides. As you can see, we're closing their troops in from the north and the south. And I actually do sneak a unit right past them, in behind them. And I end up getting behind them. And as soon as that happens, I know for sure that we've won. But I no longer have to worry about my troops getting stretched too far. We're all in a straight line for the most part. And as soon as I got that little chunk of land right there, I knew it was over. Right here, I'm just picking out my next national focus. And we go back to the fighting. The only unit that was giving us trouble was that one that was attempting to circle behind us, but our infantry unit took them out. And as you can see, we're just kind of taking land piece by piece, just kind of dissecting them, penetrating the defense, if you will. I'm picking out some ships, some destroyers that I want to make. If you guys have any suggestions on how to do anything naval-wise, please tell me in the comments. I have no clue what I'm doing. But we end up checking out Sweden here, seeing their resources, and thinking of how my uncle can take them over. Basically, we're completely splitting them in half. That's my goal right here. I want to split their forces in half so there's no way they can connect to each other. And we're doing it perfectly. We're taking their capital, Addis Ababa, and I'm pretty sure we actually end up taking one of the tiles in the middle here and completely split them. Anyways, we're dissecting them. And here we go, we take the middle tile. Now they are completely split. At this point, I know it's 100% over. There's nowhere they can possibly go. And we end up finishing off this war pretty shortly. So I'll bring it back to present Jimmy to take you through the reaction. No. Wow, they really didn't give us anything. Alright, so now to forewarn you here, for some reason I have a complete mental breakdown while trying to take over Ethiopia. I have no clue what I was thinking. I guess I just didn't see the submit demands at the bottom of the screen. So as you guys see me have a complete retardation issue here, Oh, I do end up figuring it out, but it does take me a little bit. We submit the demands, and then we claim Ethiopia. Select page state page figures. Submit demands. Beautiful. There we go. Alright. That's how you do it. Alright. That is where we're going to leave this first video. If you like this series, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, give me something. Give me something. And, yeah, I'll see you guys back in episode 2.